Imagine if I had done any of this. Let me just, I just want to be clear about this. Imagine that.
With all due respect, Mr. President, we don't have to imagine. And that's why the crowd is just roaring in applause and laughter. Because we remember when they got pissed off at you for wearing a tan suit. If some of you youths are just a little bit too young to understand or to remember when this happened, the year was 2014, all right? President Barack Obama was going ahead doing presidential things, okay? He wore a tan suit. I know, you're probably asking, HQ, what's the problem wearing a tan suit? Apparently, Republicans at the time deemed it unpresidential. Now, I do want to point out there have been some other presidents that have wore tan suits. Interesting. Let me share some of them with you. All right. Reagan, particularly, right? It's like, well, JFK, that's not professional stuff. So, okay. All right. And we got, is that a Jimmy Carter here in a portrait? Yes. I believe Bill Clinton also wore a tan suit. But I wonder what's different about all of those guys from Barack Obama. Aha. You with me? It's quite interesting. Anyway, here's a sample of when Republican, what's his name? Peter King got pissed off that Obama wore a tan suit. And he's not only pissed because Obama wore a tan suit. He said Obama was discussing the economy instead of Syria. Oh, how mighty, how the mighty has fallen. Because nowadays, we can't even get our current president to take the economy serious. Okay, roll the tape.
Why did you take issue with the suit?
Second.
Because you know the image makers in the White House. Here's a president coming out at such a serious moment where he should be addressing the country on such a serious matter, and he looked like he was on his way to a party at the Hamptons, which would have been fine if he addressed the issue at hand. But instead, he started talking about the economy, saying that was more important than Syria. And I just thought it detracted from the seriousness.
You get it now? You understand it now? Yeah, that's why I tell people when you're dealing with today's conservatives, I mean, from Barack Obama on to now, them boys is playing a game a different way. They ain't playing fair. And this is not only for Democrats, it's for Americans to understand too. Even the people that end up voting for them, understand them folks is grabbing, they're just trying to grab power by any means necessary. They're playing dirty. And let's just understand the reality for what it is. Anyway, if you want to see former President Obama's full clip, you can just watch it at the bottom where he talks about, hey, imagine if I was pulling press passes. Imagine if I was signing executive orders to,